garden bloomers. Last week we talked about what's eating your plants, but today I want to talk about something that surprises many gardeners. Not every bug in your garden is a problem. In fact, some of them are actually helping you. So before you squash and spray and panic, let's talk about the good bugs and the bad bugs and how to tell the difference. One of the biggest mistakes new gardeners make is assuming every insect they see is harmful, right? The trick is learning which visitors are helping and which ones are causing a problem. So today we'll walk through some of the most common beneficial insects and some common pests. Now, a healthy garden has bugs, and I know that may sound strange, but a garden with absolutely no insects usually isn't a healthy ecosystem. Good bug number one. Ladybugs, they're probably the most famous beneficial insects in your garden. They eat aphids, they're natural pest control, and one ladybug can consume dozens of aphids daily, so they're really good to have in your garden. Now on to good bug number two, and you love these. Bees. When people think about gardening, they often focus on plants, but without pollinators, many of those plants wouldn't produce what we're hoping for. Bees are essential for pollination, fruits, vegetables, for your flowers. They make honey. These are some of the most beneficial bugs you want to have in your garden. Now on to good bug number three. Butterflies. They add beauty to the garden and help support a healthy ecosystem. That was good bug number three. And now onto our good bug number four. Spiders. And I know some of you just got uncomfortable about that. Most spiders are helping far more than they're hurting, believe it or not. They eat pests, they're natural predators, so you really want to have some spiders too. And now on to good bug number five, the praying mantis. They're like tiny garden security guards. Now let's talk about the insects that can create a problem. Bad bug number one. Those are aphids. When you see curled leaves and sticky residue and clusters, just a bunch of bugs around your plant, those are aphids, and they're dangerous. On to bad bug number two, caterpillars. But not every caterpillar is a villain, though, believe it or not. But they still fall under the segment of bad bugs. The reason for that is they become beautiful butterflies one day, but while they're visiting, they can do quite a lot of damage, leaving large holes and missing sections on your plants. And now on to bad bug number three, spider mites. Sometimes you don't notice until the plant looks really stressed because they fine webbing, yellow leaves, tiny speckles. These little creatures go to work and they do much damage as well. And now bad bug number four, slugs and snails. When you see slime trails, ragged holes, serious damage overnight, these are the creatures. They can do some serious damage as well. Bad bug number five, the good old Japanese beetles, especially relevant in Georgia where I live. So if you've ever walked outside and wondered what happened overnight, just like the snails, Japanese beetles may have been involved. They are dangerous because they're heavy feeders on any plant they land on. Now, how do we encourage the good bugs? How do we do that? One thing we can do is diverse flower planting, different types of flowers. For example, right here we have cone flowers. Then there are marigolds that we could plant also. We could do herbs like yarrow. There are things like bee balm that we can also plant. We can do fennel. We can do dill, any of those kind of herbs, anything that will attract the good bugs. We can avoid excessive spraying, but before you spray, you have to identify, observe, and understand the problem, because sometimes the solution is already in the garden. So what I have learned from all of this is that some of my best garden helpers have 6 legs. Butterflies are one of them. They are so helpful for pollination. Ladybugs, they will eat those aphids like you wouldn't believe. Bees, great pollinators as well, for plants, flowers, fruits, just about anything. So now I would love to hear from you. What is your experience with good and bad bugs in the garden? Let me know in the comments. So until next time, happy gardening.